Okay, guys. So today's topic is really important, and it is emotions. Majority of the people do not talk about emotions. They feel afraid of emotions, we're avoiding emotions, we feel awkward about emotions, and it's not our fault. We've been conditioned and we've been taught that expressing our emotions, feeling certain emotions, is a bad thing, which is not. And we're going to be talking about this in today's video. And before we dive in, if you're new to this channel, I want to welcome you to Spiritual Selfish channel. Here, I help you to focus on yourself so that you can raise your vibration and become conscious creator of your own life. As always, if you find this content is helpful to you, or it might be helpful to some of your friends, please share it with a friend, because we need this guidance. We need more information on how people can prioritize themselves. But without further ado, let's dive in. So why I chose this topic of emotions for today's video, because I felt if I don't record a video on this, if I don't speak on this, my heart will explode, because based on events that happened in my life over the last few weeks, I see and I feel that to talk about emotions and to address this topic, it is crucial, because people are going through a lot of the stuff. And now in July 2020, we are going through pandemic and many countries are still in the lockdown. People need support. And not just support as like, you are crazy, you need support. No, support in terms of there's a lot of lack information on emotions. And that's it. So yeah, based on the events that I'm hosting here, where I help people to, bring out their real self and heal their past traumas, change their limiting beliefs, and so on and so forth, I noticed that there's one topic that is always coming up, and it is emotions. A lot of people have been reaching out to me lately, talking and sharing what they're going through, and it's, again, all emotional stuff. And what I want to tell you, first of all, is if you're feeling that you're in such a place that it's challenging for you to manage your emotions, to express yourself, and you might be feeling overwhelmed or, huge anxiety or what we call mental health issues, it's okay. Don't identify yourself. It's okay who you are. It's okay what you're experiencing. And you have absolutely everything within you to change the way you are feeling right now and what you're experiencing. So I wanted to get it out there before we start with anything else. So in today's video, I will be talking specifically around two things. One is expressing your emotions, expressing yourself, and secondly, lower emotions, right? Because we all think we have to be positive always, that we forget what it even is, lower emotions, and we start to look at our emotions only when our body, our physical body, our mental body, our emotional body cannot hold anymore, cannot take anymore, and that's when we're about to explode, and that's where the term of mental health is coming from, right? People are accumulating this in our bodies that we cannot take it anymore. But if in the first place we would allow those emotions to express those emotions, we will not have this, at least so many issues and cases about mental health. So let's talk firstly about expressing your emotions. Majority of the people, unfortunately, do not feel that it is safe to express themselves fully and unconditionally. Majority of us feel that we have to be a certain way, that we have to speak and act certain ways so that we don't upset other people, so that we don't upset ourselves, because there are certain standards in our world, and we have to be able to be on that level of the standards 24/7, right? So first of all, expression of our emotions. Majority of us sometimes even afraid to express positive emotions. And when you think about this is fucked up. How it's possible to live happily and in full fulfillment when you're not allowed, or you're not allowing yourself to fully express what you are feeling? How it's possible to be happy if you are not allowing who you truly are inside of you as a pure energetical being to come up and be seen in this world? So first of all, the root of all of these emotions is that we do not allow ourselves to express. And I'm gonna tell you, I will be the first one who will tell you, I had this huge issue with this. And not in terms like I will express positive emotions and I will always speak what the heck I want. Since my journey in self-development started. But I always had this belief that, expressing maybe tears or getting emotional or anything around that it's weak, it's bad, I don't want to upset myself, I don't want to upset other people, I don't want to be too much, right? Who can relate to this? So I will probably never, ever cry. I probably spent years and years without crying. And even as a kid, if me and my mom would watch a TV or something, and my mom will start to cry because it was emotional scene or something sad movie, I will be the kid who will be like, stop it, mom. It's so silly, it's so dumb that you're crying over that movie. It's just the movie. Right? And it's not something like my mom was over emotional or whatever. Maybe she was, but I felt so awkward even as a kid. I don't know where I got it from. I just felt it's so awkward and it's so bad to cry, man up. What the heck are you doing? So that's how I was treating myself, maybe up until last 2-3 years. So I was not allowing myself to express emotions. And yeah, I did not get anxiety or anything, but I cannot tell you guys, since I started to allow myself to express myself fully, what the freaking difference and liberation I now feel in my life, right? So with that being said, I want you to know that I'm not just saying something and have no idea what you're going through. Of course, I will not understand what each individual is going through. We all have unique experiences, but I want you to know everyone is going through this, okay? It's just a matter of realizing that, hey, I haven't been allowing myself to express emotions, and the longer I hold it in myself, the longer it accumulates, and it's just like a snowball effect, or it's, like a bucket. You have a bucket, and your body is a bucket, and drip, 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 drip. The more it accumulates, at some point, something will explode. Either your body is gonna give in because it can't take it anymore, either you're gonna have mental issues problem, or emotions problem, and so on. All that we are gonna see are just the symptoms of what really is going on deep down inside. So first thing, guys, realize and look at your life, where in my life I have been holding down, where I have been suppressing myself and not allowing myself to express whatever I want to express what I am experiencing. And please do not feel shame or guilt or anything for, just feeling something. And that brings us to the second point. lower emotions, lower emotion vibrations. Because what's the reason we suppress a lot of the times emotions? Because we think that some certain emotions are bad, or that we should not feel anger, that we should not feel shame, or that we should not feel guilt, because we always should be positive. And it is crazy because one of the last events that we were holding here in Riga, and it was an event on how to accept yourself. And one of the guys, he shared that he feels, bad for feeling bad. And that he has these expectations of himself that he always has to be positive. And then at the same time, he said, yeah, but I have to feel positive. I have to be positive, like a robot, just go, that's it. And that's the thing, guys, we're not robots. We are human beings. And if you will remember my video on map of consciousness, to be human is to have and go through all spectrum of emotions. It's to go from shame and guilt and anger and courage and neutrality and positivity and love. You cannot function just at the top, or at least you will not function there at the purest energy. If, first of all, you don't allow yourself to express the lower emotion vibrations. So let's speak about emotions, specifically lower emotion vibrations. Why do we think that anger is bad? Why do we think that shame is bad? Why guilt is bad? Why desire is bad? Why all of those taboo emotions are bad? We're just been taught that it is bad. Think about something in the kindergarten or something that happened in your childhood. You wanted something and your parents said no, and you got upset. You started crying. What kind of response you got? Stop it. Man up. Right? Don't cry. Why are you crying? Or maybe you got upset and you started to be angry. Don't be angry. If you will be angry one more time, you're not going to get a treat. Or you're going to be, punished. We've been constantly conditioned to suppress and suppress. So obviously, it creates a belief. It creates a belief system from which we then operate. And even when we are adults, even we are in charge of our own life, not our parents or teachers, we are actually being operated, and it's our belief system that is in charge, not fully consciously us, for a majority of the people. So I'm bringing here awareness to you. But in reality, anger is just an emotion. Shame is just an emotion. It comes and goes, same as happiness. It cannot be always there. Happiness, you're happy in one moment and then you're not happy in another moment. And that's totally okay. It's okay because you are human. It's supposed to be this way. Don't acknowledge that you went through some BS in the past, in your childhood. Accept it and let it go. And realize you are not your emotions. Stop identifying yourself with your emotions. Oh, I'm a shy person. Oh, I'm an angry person. I'm always sad. No, you choose to be sad for a moment, but then you chose to believe that you're a sad person. Then you choose to stay angry because, well, that's who I am, no? Emotions all are like a roller coaster. There's no bad emotions or good emotions. They're all emotions, and that's it. It's just perspective, how you can see them. And, another thing might be, anger. Don't be angry because you're gonna upset other people, or you're gonna be attack someone. And that's not what I'm saying here, to express yourself and go smash someone's face. No, what I'm saying, take responsibility for your emotions, deal with them on your own. Like, don't put your shit on somebody else, same as don't allow anyone else to put their shit on you. Our emotions is our own responsibilities. And how you can work through it is by basically journaling, screaming, going and punching your bed. I cannot tell you how many times I would get upset with myself, even for some small things like missing my alarm clock and missing my workout. I will get so freaking triggered that, oh, my whole day is ruined, blah, 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 blah. I will go take my pillow if I can't go to the bush, and I will scream. And when I release this, gone. I'm back to normal. And that's what I want to encourage guys with this video. Please stop feeling bad for feeling. Stop feeling bad for being a human. And allow yourself just to drop that shit. Stop holding on to this, because the only person who's going to be hurt is you. And I will tell you this, that only when I released that which didn't belong to me anymore, when I released my past traumas from my childhood, when I was not allowed to express myself, when I cried it all out, when I screamed it all out, when I punched it all out, and danced it all out, and laughed it all out, then I got up to speed to who I really am. And I was like, okay, like, that was actually my past, and now I feel liberated. And now I feel like I'm Christina at ground zero, right? Because all of those past emotions, it were pulling me down. So don't allow those emotions to pull you down. Just allow them to come up, go out, and leave. So that then you can create and tap into that higher frequencies, and tap into that positivity, and tap into that love, and express love and be love. You cannot be love if you're hurting deep down inside. And I highly recommend, I feel like I'm telling this in every video, read the book by David Hawkins, Letting Go. You'll find the link in the description box below. But the best ways for you to express is just to sit down and ask yourself, what do I feel like doing? Do I feel like screaming? Go and drive somewhere in the forest and scream from top of your lungs, imagining that you want to release that which is present. Go and punch something, go and hit your walls, hit your legs on the ground, whatever. There's no shame, but you'll understand this when you will allow yourself to do that. And as I'm speaking, guys, about this, it literally makes me want to cry, because I don't want anyone else to go through. I don't want anybody to go through this by themselves and feel like, the world is a bad place. Of course, it's not perfect, but it's not the bad place to be. There's so much light, there's so much love in our life. We just have to open our eyes to it and allow ourselves to receive it. But we will not be able to receive it if our cup is full of pain and hurt from the past. So I really encourage you to just drop it, just allow yourself to be a human. And I also want you to know that when you drop it, and sometimes you are positive, you are happy, and then a week later you are mad, you are angry, maybe you're having anxiety attack, and then you start like, oh my God, I'm messed up. No, it's just life. You go up and down, it will never go away, because you are human. Like, I will not stop repeating this, because you are human. So just embrace that it will be going up and down all the time. I will be honest, last time I cried, was maybe 3 days ago, and I was crying at the gym because I felt stressed and overwhelmed from previous day. And it really wasn't something like, bad or something. You can cry just from stress, because tears is just a sign, a physical sign that emotion is moving and it's leaving your body. So it's actually good. It's actually good, right? And I always say at all my coaching calls, all at my events, imagine, and this was one of the healers and coaches I was working with, and when she said that, it was like a light bulb in my head. Imagine you're taking out trash of your house, and the trash man comes and wants to take that trash, and you're like, no, wait, I want to hold it, keep it, I want to keep it. That's kind of stupid, right? Same with your tears. Tears is just the symbolism for the trash that is leaving your body. So celebrate your tears. Celebrate that something is leaving your body, and you not necessarily always need a reason to cry. If you feel like crying, just go for it. And like, I cried in the gym maybe for 5 minutes, and I sat there and I cried and I allowed myself to feel, and I moved on. My whole day was improved just because I released it. And do you think I care what people think? No. Do you think somebody cares that I, had a tear there? No. That's it, right? So allow yourself just to be. And also what I wanted to mention quickly before we wrap this up, because it's already long, often people will say, call a friend or whatever, and it's very important to have conversations with your friends or with at least somebody. But I want just you to be very cautious with whom you are talking and to whom you are opening up. Because you cannot go to somebody who is closed-minded, who is not able to hold the space for you, and who is also living in the pain themselves. They literally are just not able to be there for you. And I don't want, guys, you to go to open up and get hurt even more. So, just be really cautious with whom you're talking to and to whom you're opening up. Because it will be very healing if it's done right with the right person who's able to receive you and who's able to be there for you and, just be there for you. Okay? With that being said, I hope that this video was helpful. I hope it allowed you, at least for a little bit, to allow yourself to be more human, to allow yourself to feel emotions. And yeah, if you feel like crying after this video or during this video, please do so. You're more than welcome. I'm not gonna judge you. But yes, I feel this is a huge topic in the world right now, especially. So don't feel alone, and definitely reach out to communities, to people, go to the events, meet people, sign up for courses and programs. I'm always part of the program or a course where I can go and open up my heart, and sometimes I will cry on the calls in front of tons of people, right? But it's incredibly healing. So you're not alone, remember that, and everything that you're going through is actually happening for you. Just allow yourself to be, drop that resistance, and let it go. Okay, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you found this video helpful, if you know somebody who is going through something like this and dealing with their mental health, who is dealing with emotions, please share this with them, because I know even this one video, somebody who is gonna open eyes for them, it can change somebody's life. You can change somebody's life just by sharing this video. So if you feel called to do so, please do. All right, guys, that's it for me today, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.